NFL season kicks off right here, dude. Bills versus Rams. Like, also so smart from the NFL to put a fucking banger game together, too, with two teams that we all want to see, okay? So that was already, hey, thank you, NFL. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. But so it wasn't really the game that we expected, was it? We're thinking, okay, the Rams, they won the Super Bowl last year. They have a stacked team. The Bills made it really far in the playoffs last year, and they were kicking a lot of ass. And then the Chiefs barely won that game, and they got through. Like Josh Allen, we got superstar quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford. We got great defenses, great coaching. So we're thinking, okay, we're gonna have like a really, really good game here, really competitive game, right? No. That's not what happened. It was actually very unexpected. I did not see this coming. I didn't see like some kind of blowout victory coming, because these are two of like the top teams in the NFL. These are the big boys. These are the juggernauts of the NFL, and like the Rams just got embarrassed. They just got flat out embarrassed, dude. It's like it was really shocking. But the first thing before we get into the Rams disaster, I wanted to get into the Bills first. I want to, touch on the highlights, touch on the really good things I saw from the Bills, and pretty much it was like everything for the Bills because like everything was so good, dude. We're gonna start right here. Josh Allen was picking up right where he left off from last season, right when we saw him playing out of his mind in this playoff game against the Chiefs last year. Now we're seeing him pick off right where he left off. He was 26 of 31. 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We're going to get into that a little bit later of the interceptions part because it's not really, not really his fault. But he also had 10 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown, dude. So he really just balled out. He had such a baller game. And speaking of the rush attempts and the yards and the touchdown, he ran the ball very effectively. Of course, I mean, what do we expect from Josh Allen? He always runs the ball effectively. Like, he's one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL. But there's one play in particular. I mean, there's a couple that are amazing from him, dude. I mean, for just running the ball in general. I'm going to get into one play, though, that I really want to break down because I know all of you saw it. I know everybody's talking about it. And this is like a really big moment just because, we love to see a good stiff arm play, right? We love to see a good stiff arm play, especially in, Derrick Henry is like the king of stiff arms. He's the man. Like, King Henry has been throwing people around ever since he made it into the league. But Josh Allen, he's a big boy. You know what I'm saying? He's a very big boy. 6'5". He's probably like 250, maybe even more than that. I don't know. But like, he might be actually more than that. But like, he's a big boy, right? And this dude stiff armed the hell out of this dude, bro. Like, he was running to the left, going outside, trying to get some extra yards. He wanted to pick up that first down. Defenders coming right up in his face. And dude, he throws this guy into the next dimension, bro. He threw him across the world, bro. It was awesome, dude. Like, of course I'm being like exaggerating, but like, come on, dude. It was awesome, bro. It's cool to see a quarterback. Like, it's not even a running back or a wide receiver or a tight end. It's like the quarterback himself is throwing defenders across the field. I'm like, let's go, dude. Let's go. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, bro. And that's how you kick off the first NFL game, bro. The first NFL season, you got Josh Allen out there throwing people across the field. He's diving for touchdowns. He was literally getting tackled midair from Bobby Wagner and reaching his hand out to get that fucking touchdown. Like, there's so many sick plays from Josh Allen in this game. Not only throwing the ball, but running the ball, dude. Like, it's just what we expect from, to me, the best quarterback in the NFL. So, like, I expect it, but, like, damn, he played good. Damn, he played good, man. And also, 26 of 31 passing, it really felt like he couldn't miss. Like, dude, through the whole game, he was just calm and fucking, he was sitting in that pocket nice. Like, he wasn't worrying about pressure. Like, he wasn't worrying about nothing. He was throwing perfect passes. Even when pressure did get into his face, he just does a little hop throw and just like throws it off his back foot, and he's just, sidearm here, and dude, he was just picking apart One of the best defenses in the NFL, just murdering their defense, dude. There was nothing they could do. Like it was really incredible. And also I want to get into Stephon Diggs, because Stephon Diggs, of course, we're looking at the matchups, right? One of the coolest matchups to watch is Stephon Diggs versus Jalen Ramsey. I love to see like the top dog corner against the top dog wide receiver. I love to see it, right? We all do. We all love that. But Stephon Diggs cooked, absolutely roasted Jalen Ramsey's ass. It was amazing, bro. He had 8 catches for 122 yards and a touchdown. Just murdered this dude out there, bro. Like, he was cooking his ass. Oh, man. That's what I want to see, bro. Like, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs had a connection unrivaled. You could not beat this connection, dude. It was like these two were just locked in from the get-go, and it was like that the whole game. Like, there was nothing that Jalen Ramsey could do. Like, okay, Jalen Ramsey, he had like one good play where, Josh Allen tried to run up for the touchdown, and then he faked it and then threw the ball at Stephon and tried to get a little cheeky touchdown, right? But dude, hey, Jalen Ramsey came in and like swatted it, and like I don't even know how he got a hand on that ball. That was incredible to me. So hey, you know what? I'll give him credit. That was a cool play, but besides that, he was getting cooked. He was getting completely cooked the whole game, dude. It was pretty insane. But I think not only talking about the offense, but I think what was really, really impressive to me was the Bills' defense, specifically the defensive line and the linebackers. Like, that front seven was impenetrable, dude. You could not get past that D-line, and they were throwing Matthew Stafford all over the field, bro. Like, so here's what happened. The Bills' defense collectively had 7 sacks, 2 sacks by Von Miller. 2 sacks just from him himself, and they were like beautiful too. I mean, dude, like this guy's so like it doesn't make sense because Von Miller's so undersized to be at his position, but he uses that to his advantage because you see him, like, especially on one of the sacks where he's just ducking under the left tackle. The left tackle's so massive he can't even get his hands on him. He ducks right under him, gets around, and then he ducks right under the running back and gets around and gets a sack. And it's like, he just uses that undersized as an ability to get around these guys, and he just doesn't get touched. It's incredible, dude. Like, Von Miller is that guy. He's that guy, dude. Like, I'm telling you right now, bro. And also the Bills defense had 3 picks. I'm not gonna say they were like hawking the balls out there. I mean, really, to me, it was Matthew Stafford just throwing bad, it was bad passes. Either that, it was bad passes by Matthew Stafford, and then there was also like I forgot his name now. It was one of the D linemen. He tipped the ball to himself and then caught it, which was amazing. I forgot his name though. I should have wrote it down. But so that was one where the defense just made a great play. But the other two, it was just, to me, it was just Matthew Stafford just looked weird and off. But we're gonna get into that in a little bit. I want to talk about Matthew Stafford in a little bit, but it's really about the Buffalo D line, dude. Like, there was no running game from the Rams, like 0 running game, dude. You could not get past those big boys in the D line, and that's what you noticed too watching this game. I'm like, damn, dude, this D line is huge. Like of course every D line in the NFL is huge because all these guys are like complete monsters. They're all tanks. But specifically the Buffalo Bills D-line are massive, bro. And also, I want to point out that they got Jordan Phillips. So as a Cardinals fan, we signed Jordan Phillips like a couple years ago, and he came from the Bills. And, like the Cardinals signed him. We thought that he was going to be a big impact for us. And, didn't really do anything for us, but... it's fine, though. I'm not mad. I'm not mad, though. It's fine, dude. Like, hey, I'm happy for the guy. I'm happy he's thriving, dude. Hey, congrats to you, dude. But, like, could have did that in Arizona, kind of helped us. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, he did have a great game, though, dude. Like, Jordan Phillips, he's massive. He's, like, 6'6", 350, dude. He's such a big body in the middle of that D-line. And just eating up the run. He was getting sacks on Matthew Stafford. He was all over the place making plays. That whole D line was though. All those guys, Ed Oliver, all like Greg Rousseau, all these dudes just had an insane game. In Matt Milano, the middle linebacker, special shout out to Matt Milano. That guy was kicking ass, dude. That guy was kicking ass, chewing bubble gum and taking names, dude. Like, shout out to Matt Milano because that guy is a baller, dude. I noticed him a lot making big stops on third down, making big stops on fourth down. He was getting sacks in the quarterback. He was all over the place. Like, I appreciate that guy. That guy is a beast. But yeah, I was just really impressed overall by the Bills defense. I thought that was great. I loved watching it because like I'm a big defense guy, even though it's an offensive league. And here's what's impressive too about the Bills game that I thought so they scored 31 points, right? And like there was so much points to be left that wasn't on the scoreboard. Like they could have scored so much more. It could have been a 45, 50 point game. Honestly, it really could have been that bad of a blowout. But there was, they had 4 turnovers. Like the Bills themselves had 4 turnovers. It was a couple fumbles. There was a couple weird interceptions. But even with 4 turnovers, they still blew out the Rams. That's how bad the Rams were. That's how insanely bad they were. It's like, dude, and that's how impressive the Bills offense is too. Because that just tells you a lot. You're like, yo, even when they had these mental mistakes and they had these mess ups on these turnovers, which usually would kill a team in a game like this, but no, it didn't kill them at all because the Bills offense is so explosive. They always find a way to score, and then they just ran away with it. And it was really impressive, dude. It just shows you how insane it shows you the potential of this team. The potential of the Bills is so high, dude. And I'm going to get that's going to be very important later in this episode, but I'm not going to spoil it, dude, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. But now what I want to get into is the LA Rams. I'm going to take a little sip of the coffee though. Oh, yeah, some good stuff, man. Right into the veins. LA Rams. Okay. So the offense and defense were so sloppy in this game. The whole Rams team looked completely sloppy. They were not prepared for this game. I'm telling you now, they looked so not ready to play the Bills, dude. I was like, okay, did you guys practice at all? Did you guys watch any film? It's like where were you? Were they all just on vacation this whole time or what? Because it looked like they forgot how to play football for a bit. There was times where I was like, wow, the Rams just really got comfortable. They look like they got comfortable with the Super Bowl win. And then now they're lounging back and they feel like, we don't got to do anything. We're all talented. And, we'll go out there and we'll wing it. That's what it felt like. That's what I know that's not what happened, but that's what it felt like because they were so sloppy and it looked like they didn't practice at all for this game. Literally, dude. And the biggest part that I want to talk about, of course, is Matthew Stafford, right? Because, elephant in the room, he played pretty bad. And it was, embarrassing bad, right? But, so I'm going to read off the numbers to you. He threw 29 to 41, 240 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Now, when I read that stat line to you, it doesn't sound that bad, right? You're thinking, you're 29, 41, that's not bad. He completed most of his passes. That's not, 240 yards? That's okay. And he threw a touchdown or whatever. It's, I know when you read the stat line, it doesn't sound that bad. But that's why I say stats are very deceiving. That's why I'm not a stats guy. I read the stats off to you in the show, and just because I want to prove a point, because I'm not a stats person. I don't believe in the stats, dude, because it only tells a very tiny bit of the story, and it doesn't actually tell you what happened, right? Because if you watch the game, I was shocked to even see that he completed 29 passes, but really it's because he threw all those to Cooper Kupp, basically. It was the Cooper Kupp show, of course. But it felt like that's not what happened because it felt so bad. Matthew Stafford was clearly under immense pressure, dude. I mean, Bills had 7 sacks on him, but not only 7 sacks, on pretty much every single drop back, Matthew Stafford did not have a clean pocket. That O-line was crumbling. I can tell. Okay, it's either the Bills defense is just that amazing, or the Rams O line is just that bad. Because like I know they lost Andrew Whitworth, and like yeah, that's a big loss, you know, and like they're trying to replace some other guys on that O line. I mean, but like it's I mean, if that's what you're gonna go into the season with, it's gonna be a rough season for the Rams. Cause like, dude, they played terrible, bro. They were getting thrown around. Matthew Stafford had zero time to throw the ball. And I think he was just like, he seemed like a deer in the headlights to me. Like Matthew Stafford was a complete deer in the headlights. Like I could see he was scared. He literally like scared to throw the ball every time because he drops back. He's already getting sacked, or he has pressure in his face. He has hands in his face. He can't throw anything. Like he's like, dude, I can't even throw the ball right now. Like there's nothing I can do. And then I think that's also what led to a lot of throws where I saw where he was just throwing way over the wide receiver, or he was throwing way behind them. There was a lot of miscommunications that I saw. It was so sloppy. But I think a lot of those bad throws from Matthew Stafford was really just because of the pressure up front. That's what I feel like it was. Because we all know Matthew Stafford's better than this, dude. We know that he's not just overthrowing guys all the time, and like that's not really his. He's very accurate though, so it's very weird to see him play like this. But I think it's just that pressure, bro. The pressure got to him, dude. Like he had no time in that pocket. It's like I don't know. It's incredible, dude. I couldn't believe how off he looked. Like it was insane. But the only time he didn't look off in this game was when he was throwing to Cooper Kupp, of course, because Cooper Kupp. He had 13 catches for 128 yards and 1 touchdown. Like, of course, he completely dominated the game, but also that was like the only person that Matthew Stafford would throw to. And like, I understand they have a great connection together. They do. They have a great connection. So I understand like Matthew Stafford's in trouble. He's always under pressure. So who's he going to go to? His favorite target, right? Because like he can trust that Cooper Kupp's going to catch the ball. He can trust that he's going to be in the right spot for when he throws it and all that. But it's like, bro, to me, I was like, dude, you have Allen Robinson now, bro. Like, you made a trade for Allen Robinson. You didn't even use the guy. I was like, bro, where is he? Like, it was like third quarter in the game, right? It was like, the game's like almost done. And then I was like, did Allen Robinson play? Like, was he injured or something? Because I don't think he played in this game. And then I saw him out there, and I was like, wait, he's right there. Allen Robinson, there he is. Allen Robinson right there. And a lot of times he was just sitting wide open, or he's waiting for the ball, and then like he turns around, he's looking for the ball, and then Matthew Stafford's on the floor getting sacked, or he's getting pushed around, or he's just throwing to Cooper Kupp. Or he's like, Cooper Kupp. Like, that's all it was, dude. I was like, you guys traded for this superstar receiver, and you're not going to use him. Like, that was incredible to me, dude. I was like, okay, bro. Like, damn. Like, you couldn't find a way to work this guy into the game? Like, well, what kind of shit is that, right? Like, come on, dude. Also, okay, one last thing I want to talk about the Rams, and then we're going to move on from this game. Another thing that I noticed, so early on in the game, like first quarter, second quarter, the Rams defense, even though the Rams defense did not play very good, like overall they didn't play great, right? But I think it was a byproduct of the offense not playing great, really, because like early in this game, the defense did get some turnovers. Like they popped out a couple fumbles, right? And like consecutive drives popping out fumbles and getting an interception, and okay, they got some momentum, and the defense is like, okay, we're getting turnovers. Let's go offense. And offense is deer in the headlights, and they can't score. And like, it was like, wow, dude, like the Rams had so many chances to get back in this game. Like the Bills were at like 17 points all the way up until like the third quarter. Like, it wasn't like, it's not like they were like 31 points for out the get-go or something, and then they were just stuck in a hole. Like, the Rams had many chances because the defense was trying to bring them back in the game. The offense was just so incompetent that they could not do anything with it. Anytime they got the ball again, they couldn't do anything. So I was like, man, it's rough, dude. Like, and then of course the defense is falling apart because like the offense is already done. So like, there's nothing you can do, man. I mean, I can't even blame the defense that much because there's nothing you can do else. I mean, they tried, and they failed, but